This is the Xbotgo AI Sports Gimbal. Yes, they put AI in a gimbal. Stop following me. Let's get into it. When we think of AI, we think of things like ChatGPT, Google's Gemini, or even Apple's upcoming Apple Intelligence. But when it comes to gadgets, in particular video gadgets, it is a very different thing. My name is Patrick, and this is Everyday Tech. Everyday Tech for everyday people. Today we're talking about this phone gimbal from Xbotgo. Now, for full disclosure, Xbotgo did reach out to me and ask me if I'd take a look at this product. Although they did provide me with this product for free, they're not seeing this video before it goes up. All my opinions are my own. When we talk about AI as it relates to gadgets involving video, we're merely talking about people or object recognition. For example, my Wise security camera or my Eufy doorbell have person recognition. The Osmo Tailor is AI powered because it can follow an object or a person. The Xbot AI Sports Gimbal takes it a step further. Depending on what mode you have it in, Xbot claims it can intelligently capture moments in certain sports and allow you to easily edit those clips afterwards. Before we get into testing out the AI capabilities of this gimbal, let's take a quick tour around the gimbal itself and first test out how it is as a phone gimbal. The gimbal can be folded down when it's not in use for a more compact storage. It's made of mostly plastic, but it feels very well built. On the front, you have a joystick. It's nicely placed where your thumb would naturally go. Now below that, you have the mode button and the power button. The mode changes how the gimbal reacts to your movements. And depending on how you turn or tilt the gimbal, you can have it focus ahead of you or just follow your movements in different ways. Now you can manually control the gimbal with the joystick. The power button not only turns on and off the gimbal when you hold it down, but with a single tap, you can switch it between portrait and landscape mode. Below, there's an indicator of what mode you're in and how much power is left in the battery. Speaking of power, Xbotgo claims that it will last up to 4 hours on a full charge and takes about 80 minutes to go from 0 to 100% charge. This does charge via USB-C and can be operated at the same time as it's plugged in, which means you can bring an extra battery bank with you for extended use. Now, on the other side, you have a single trigger button, which is the shutter button. On the bottom, you have a 1/4-inch thread for mounting this on a tripod. It does come with these tabletop tripod legs, and Xbotgo did send me one of their tripods as part of a bundle. Mounting your phone on a gimbal is a pretty simple process. Like most gimbals, you have to balance the phone gimbal so it's balanced horizontally. This is always important to ensure that the gimbal is working optimally and not working extra hard if it's leaning one way or the other. Now this gimbal works with your phone case, but in the documentation they recommend not using it with a case for heat reasons. Now I won't be testing that out in this video, but I just wanted to point that out. You can use the gimbal with any camera app. As a gimbal, it works really well, keeping the footage very steady. It does take some practice and some technique to use the gimbal. It won't automatically smooth out all your movements. You have to do your part as well. But I won't get into gimbal technique in this video. But here's some footage of me using the gimbal with my iPhone 12. You're just gonna run around, okay? You're just gonna run around. I'm just gonna follow you. Lay up, lay up. Nice. Okay, we're gonna go around in circles. Good, go. I can already see this being very shaky. Lay up, lay up, lay up. But if you want to use some of the AI features of this gimbal, you're going to need to use the app. The gimbal communicates with your phone via Bluetooth. You can reset the Bluetooth settings on the gimbal by pressing the trigger button and the power button together for 3 seconds. Pairing the gimbal to your phone is a super easy process. I downloaded the Xbotgo app from the App Store. With the phone attached to the gimbal, I opened up the app and it automatically recognized that the gimbal was there. And after a few taps of acknowledgement, I'm all ready to go. The app in some ways is very simple, but yet there are certain things that aren't the most intuitive. You have the home screen here, which allows you to view local files, cloud files, and change your settings. Now you have this video camera icon that is enabled when you have a connected device. When you tap on it, from there you can choose one of the supported sports or follow me mode. Here's a test of me using it playing basketball with my nephew. Oh my god. I don't know what's going on. As you can see, it did a pretty good job of following the action. Now I noticed it mainly followed the action horizontally, but didn't do any tilting as far as vertical adjustments. Overall, I think it did a good job of following the action. Now I haven't tested this on a full court game or on a bigger scale scenario like a soccer game. One thing I'll point out that in the app, it seems like it only has a max resolution of 1080p for recording. I don't know if they're just keeping it at 1080p for digital zooming, but of course, if you're using this as a phone gimbal, you can use any kind of app, any recording app to record in 4K if you wanted to. So what do I think of the Xbotgo AI Sports Gimbal? Overall, I think it's a very solid product. As a gimbal, it works very well. As far as the AI features are concerned, I've only used it on a limited basis, but the few scenarios that I did, it seemed to work very well. I eventually will be giving this to my brother as my nephews play more sports, so I'll do an update video on that. This is a little bit pricier than other gimbals, but what you're really paying for are the AI features. The AI features allow parents to enjoy their kids' game without worrying about the whole recording aspect of things. Thanks again to Xbotgo for sending this out to me. There's a link in the description below to their product page. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Consider hitting that subscribe button. Until the next one, see ya.